just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run out of the gun with Swift. Swift's got the first down and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup there on the run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Setting up play action. Franks. Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Throwing is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, Gibson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it. Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man. And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Wilson. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he? Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something. And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out. Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. A strong running. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They go play action with Franks. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Franks, third down from the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other... And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Swift. Pushing through the contact. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Franks off the bootleg here. He'll buy some time right. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be... The Panther rush, too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Franks now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. He's coming, block it.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. Oh, nice move. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Play action. It's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Diaz. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to...
And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Swift. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Let's go.
So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with a Washington football team on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On second down, it's Gibson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Diaz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now Wilson on first down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Play action. Now Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Franks. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 121 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Now Franks. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Watch the twist.
We got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slope. 10's the mic. 10's the mic.
Let's go, D.
Now Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and run here with Swift. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Easy work. It's easy work. It's coming again.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Franks looking to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Slam, slam, slam. He's crashing. He's checking.
Here's Gibson on the read option. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Switch, switch, switch. Show it Delta.
There's Wilson to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A give running right, Gibson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 93 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he'll reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Gibson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Gibson again, and he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will make this a 19-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Off the play fake. Here's Franks.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Back to throw. Franks.
They're going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out and let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else. It makes a dramatic play.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Looking to throw. Franks.
They're going for Jefferson downfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Wilson wants to throw it.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career. and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
141 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he's got room. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Carolina.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
They'll try to run with Swift.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Following the fumble recovery, Franks. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Washington,
hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.